Stop treating your heart like a fragile glass ornament and start treating it like a muscle. You are terrified of the ache in your chest because you've been lied to. You've been told that pain is malfunction. It's not. Pain is the diagnostic tool of a life actually lived. If you are sitting there right now, hollowed out by loss, suffocating under the weight of someone or something that is no longer there, congratulations. You have successfully avoided the greatest tragedy of the human experience, which is feeling nothing at all. Most people crawl through their existence as biological machines, consuming calories and exhaling carbon dioxide, too terrified of the downside to ever truly invest in the up. But you gambled. You put your soul on the table. You played the hand, and now you're paying the tax. Grief is not a hole you fell into. It is the receipt for a transaction that was worth every single penny. Imagine the alternative. Imagine a life where you are a sentient statue, a ghost in a skin suit moving through the world with nothing but the instinct to survive. You eat because your blood sugar is low. You sleep because your eyes are heavy. There is no art in that world. There is no music, no poetry, no late night conversations that make you forget time exists. There is also no grief. If you want to eliminate the possibility of a broken heart, you have to eliminate the possibility of a full one. You cannot have the sunrise without the shadow it casts. When you demand that love shouldn't hurt, you are demanding the most powerful force in the universe be neutered into something safe and boring. Love isn't safe. Love is a high-stakes, high-reward adrenaline sport. And if you're hurting right now, it means you were actually in the game. It means you weren't watching from the sidelines. The world wants to pick you up and pat you on the back and tell you it'll be okay. I'm telling you to stay in the fire until it forges you. Don't try to get over it. Why would you want to get over the proof that you are capable of profound connection? We live in a culture that is addicted to comfort, a culture that views sadness as a disease to be cured. That is a weak perspective. Sadness is the echo of a greatness that passed through your life. If you weren't sad, it would mean that the time you spent, the person you held, and the dreams you built were worthless. Is that what you want? A life of disposable experiences? No. You want a life that leaves a mark. You want a life so vivid and so intense that its absence leaves a physical crater in your reality. Stop asking when the pain will go away and start asking what the pain is demanding of you. Grief is an energy source. It is raw, jagged power that most people waste by trying to suppress it. Take that intensity and funnel it into your own evolution. If you love someone who is gone, the most insulting thing you can do is let your life stagnate in their memory. You honor the love by becoming the highest version of yourself, fueled by the depth of what you've felt. Use the darkness to see the light with more clarity. When you have felt the bottom, you no longer fear the fall. That makes you dangerous. That makes you unstoppable. A person who has accepted that grief is the inevitable cost of love is a person who can no longer be intimidated by the world. We are the only creatures on this planet that can look at a tragedy and find beauty in the ruins. That is your superpower. You are not a victim of your emotions. You are the architect of them. You chose to love. You chose to care. You chose to step out of the gray mechanical world of mere survival and into a neon high contrast world of human feeling. Yes, the contrast includes deep blacks and cold blues, but without them, the reds and the golds of your joy would have no meaning. You are feeling the weight of the universe right now because you were brave enough to try and carry a piece of it. Don't you dare apologize for that weight. Don't you dare wish it away. True maturity is the moment you realize that happily ever after is a fairy tale for children, but meaningful ever after is a reality for the bold. Meaning requires friction. It requires the possibility of loss. If you knew for a fact that everything you loved would stay forever, you would eventually treat it with the same indifference you show the oxygen you breathe. It is the ticking clock and the eventual goodbye that gives the hello its electric charge. You are currently experiencing the back end of that electricity. It's a shock to the system. It burns, and it leaves a scar. But scars are just thicker skin. They are reminders of where the world tried to break you and failed to finish the job. So let grief sit in the room with you. Don't run from it. Look it in the eye and say, I know why you're here. You're here because I lived. You're here because I dared to matter to someone and let them matter to me. This is the transformation. Shifting from a person who suffers because they lost to a person who vibrates with power because they had something worth losing. You aren't broken. You are expanded. You have more capacity now than you did before the pain started. You have seen the behind the curtain of human experience. Now, take that depth, that terrifying, beautiful, heavy depth, and go build something that a normal, comfortable person couldn't even imagine. And now that you're ready to go build something unimaginable, watch this video of mine to really get a behind the scenes of the hidden training arc every person should go through in their lives. Thank you for watching.